All right, so today we're diving into Citrix Virtual Apps and Desktops.
Ooh, fun.
And I know you're out there prepping for that 1Y0-205 exam.
Oh, yeah.
It's notorious for being a tough one, right?
It is. It is.
It covers like setting up the environment, troubleshooting all those weird problems you get, and then locking it all down tight.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this exam really goes beyond just memorizing a bunch of facts. It really is about understanding how the whole Citrix ecosystem fits together.
Yeah.
And then using that knowledge to solve those like real world problems that you're going to encounter.
I like it.
Yeah.
So we're not just going to skim the surface here.
No.
We're going deep.
Deep dive.
We're going to dissect some of those real exam practice questions.
Yeah.
And we're going to really see how these concepts come into play
Absolutely.
in situations that you might face on the job or even in the exam.
Yeah, I think it's really focusing on that why behind the answer.
Okay.
That's what's going to really make you a Citrix pro.
Yeah, it's not just about getting that passing score.
Exactly.
It's about understanding it.
Exactly.
So let's lay the foundation here.
Okay.
Got to start with the core components, right?
Absolutely.
And everyone always talks about the delivery controller.
Yeah.
Like it's the heart of a Citrix environment.
It really is.
But why?
Well, you might think you can just like jump right in and start like setting up storefront for your users to access everything.
Right.
But without that delivery controller humming along in the background, properly configured, you're not going to get anywhere. It really is kind of the unsung hero behind the scenes that manages all the connections and resources and policies.
Yeah.
So no delivery controller, no Citrix.
I'm seeing it now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, like a control tower at a really busy airport.
Exactly.
Without it, everything just stops.
It would just be chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Planes crashing everywhere.
So it really ensures that the right users get access to the right apps and desktops at the right time with all those policies in place.
Yeah.
It's the brains of the operation.
All right, so the delivery controller is mission critical.
It is.
What about securing access, though?
Oh,
for all those remote workers we're seeing these days.
Right. Well, that's where Citrix Gateway comes in.
Yeah.
And it's more than just convenience, right? This is really about security. It's like having a security guard carefully checking credentials at the door of your Citrix environment.
I like that analogy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only authorized users get past this bouncer.
So it's not just about letting anyone in, right?
Yeah.
You've got to verify their identity.
Absolutely.
Make sure they have the right permissions to access this stuff they need.
Right.
And what about when things go wrong?
Okay.
Because they always do, right?
They do.
Users always have problems.
All the time.
And that's where Citrix Director comes in.
That's where it shines.
I feel like we need like a superhero theme song.
Yeah, exactly.
When we talk about Director, because it really is.
It's your best friend.
Yeah.
It is. Imagine having X-ray vision into your entire Citrix environment.
That's awesome.
That's what Director gives you. You get real-time monitoring.
Go.
You've got awesome troubleshooting tools and then performance analytics.
Okay, so a user calls in and says, my virtual desktop is slower than molasses in January.
Okay.
Where do you even begin?
Well, Director's your first stop.
Okay.
It's going to help you pinpoint exactly what the culprit is.
Okay.
Is it the CPU?
Yeah.
Is it a memory issue?
Yeah.
Network latency?
Yeah.
Director is going to help you analyze those specific metrics to get to the root of the problem.
So let's say we're looking at Director.
Okay.
And we see that, okay, the CPU usage is really high for this user session.
Consistently high.
Yeah, consistently high.
Okay.
What kind of deeper analysis can we even do?
All right, so we got to put on our detective hats now.
Okay.
Is there a specific application that's hogging all the CPU cycles?
Oh, okay.
Is the virtual machine itself just totally overloaded?
Yeah.
Director is going to break all of those processes down.
Okay.
So you can see exactly what's going on.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So instead of like randomly rebooting servers or just making changes blindly, you can actually use Director to pinpoint.
Surgically target the issue.
Yeah.
Much better approach.
That's the power of Director.
It is.
You're not just guessing. You're making a decision.
Informed decisions
Based on
the data.
Data.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the brains of the operation with the delivery controller.
Yes.
We got our security guard, Citrix Gateway.
Keeping us safe.
And then our diagnostic whiz, Citrix Director.
The superhero.
So how do we give users a good experience, though?
Right.
Getting to their apps and desktop.
Okay, well, that's where Citrix Storefront steps in. It's the storefront for your virtual resources, right? that user-friendly portal where they can easily launch their virtual desktops and applications from a web browser.
So we want to make this
headache-free.
Yeah, easy for them.
Intuitive.
Intuitive.
Exactly.
So we've covered like the big four, right?
The big four, yeah.
Delivery controller, Citrix Gateway, Citrix Director, and Citrix Storefront. And they each play a really important role.
Absolutely vital.
But this is just the beginning.
Tip of the iceberg. Yeah. Now that we kind of got the lay of the land, let's see how these components actually work together to help solve some of those real-world problems that might pop up on the exam.
Okay, hit me with a scenario.
We got it.
Let's see how deep we can go.
Let's do it.
With this dive.
Of when to use which approach and what the trade-offs are.
Absolutely.
And I'm guessing Citrix Director can help me monitor those.
Citrix Director is going to be your best friend in all of this.
Okay.
It gives you that bird's eye view of your whole environment. You can see things like CPU usage, memory consumption, network latency.
Okay.
You name it, you can see how everything's performing.
So it's not just about setting things up. It's about making sure things are running smoothly.
Management, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what makes a Citrix professional. Thank you so much.
Of course.
For sharing your insights.
Happy to be here.
With us today.
Absolutely.
And to our listener out there.
Yeah.
Best of luck on your journey.
Good luck.
We know you can do it.
You got this.
Become a Citrix master.
Citrix master in the making.
Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.